and 4. The battle is on. It's going to be too close to call side by side. Long Joe gets it. Oh, we got contact. We got flips. We got big wrecks here. Going back to the front because we're racing back to the line.
William Page with the victory.
Looking for second here.
Musa's gonna.
Oh, he's gonna use that apron.
He's gonna use the apron.
They're gonna be side by side. Coming off the corner. Boy, back to the inside. It's gonna be a drag race to the line. Tom Musa gets it.
Tom Musa, where did he come from?
Boyer trying to close the gap. He's gonna get to the bumper. Oh, just barely did not make it. And coming off of turn 4, Jeff Stekenis is gonna win it at Dover.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the ASRA National Championship Race here tonight from the Michigan International Speedway. So glad you're joining us. As always, I'm your host, Joe Twansky. Alongside me tonight, you know him, you love him, you've heard him the last 2 weeks here for this championship fight, Mr. Joseph Weaver.
Hey, everyone's
Off to a blazing start.
great start tonight, Joe. How is everybody doing at home? I hope you're ready to round out this championship that we've been battling for the past 2-3 weeks now. Ready for some good racing here at Michigan.
And we'll get to that overall championship in a second because we also have to decide this season's ASRA National Champion. Tonight here at the Michigan International Speedway, it's, of course, the 2-mile, you know it, you love it, track here in the Irish Hills, Brooklyn, Michigan. 100 laps on the docket. But Weaver, 4 drivers. Josh Boyer in the 41, Tom Musa in the 4, Tom Fascows in the 33, and Wade Driscoll in the 78 are 4 winners here in the ASRA this year, all vying for that championship tonight at Michigan, which is probably the biggest wild card track you could have as a season finale here with these Indy cars.
Yeah, Joe, here at Michigan, this is the super speedway of the IndyCar world. A very fast, fun track, and we got 4 drivers ready to battle it out here for that season-long championship here in the ASRA. It's going to be fun to see which one can come out on top tonight.
And Tom Musa had heartbreak last week, not advancing to the overall championship, so trying to end the season with the ASRA title here tonight. There you see that for TMP Productions car of Musa. Then, Weaver, you got the 5 that are vying for the overall combined championship with TMP Racing Series and ASRA races. Going to be decided on points here tonight. You're going to pole sitter get an extra point. Most laps led, you get a bonus point. Leading a lap, you get a bonus point. And then halfway, of course, when we have that break, 5-1 for the top 5. Those drivers are a couple repeats in here. Josh Boyer in the 41, Tom Fascows in the 33, so both with dueling championship battles here tonight. The 51 of Roger Nebelsack, the 6 of Rich Knappick, and the 108 of Doug Palmer. So 5 drivers in that title battle. Going to be interesting to watch the points. We will keep those numbers tabulated for you here tonight as you see Dan Rubino and Tom Musa drafting on track. And now they're wrecking on track. But Weaver, that's the championship battle, but why don't you take us through tonight's starting lineup?
Absolutely, Joe. Tonight, starting on the pole, earning an extra bonus point, but not really going towards the championship, is going to be that 78 of Wade Driscoll coming in at a 33.051 for your pole time. Starting on the outside of him will be the 41 of Josh Boyer. On your second row will be the 6 of Rich Knappick and the 51 of Roger Nebelsack. On the third row will be the 60 of Ron Milkey and the 34 of Steve Rubino. On row 4, we got the 33 of Tom Fascows and the 4 of Tom Musa. In the 5th row, we got the 44 of Dan Rubino and the 19 of Rod Weston. And on the final row, we got the 108 of John Dog Palmer and the 97 of Jeff Goodpaster.
Goodpaster, one of the first newcomers, at least for us broadcasting here on JTN. Going to be interesting to see the 2 dueling NOS energy drink cars out here tonight. That, of course, though, was your ASRA National Championship race preview presented by our friends at CircleBeatDiecast.com. Make sure, if you haven't already, You head on over to Circle B Diecast Down, use code JTN at checkout for free shipping on your order of $20 or more. You can get yourself some IndyCar diecast like that Elio Castroneves Indy 500 race winner now over at CircleBDiecast.com.
Good looking diecast. If you want to get a look at it, go check it out on JTN2. Joe did a great review on it.
A little long, right? A little long, but it's
know,
well worth it.
Look, you get a great look at everything. You really get a good look at what you're buying. Joe made sure not to miss anything on the car, the box, or anything at all.
Cars getting lined up here on the grid as we get ready to go racing here from the Michigan International Speedway.
I'll tell you what, Joe, I've been a part of many leagues where we run mock USA 500s here at Michigan and Indy cars, and this is one of my favorite races of the season.
Racers, start your engines.
Here, Dave Despain with the command here as we get these cars fired up from the Michigan International Speedway. I mean, mock US 500, just think about it. If we had the US 500 still, along with the Indianapolis 500, your Indiana 200 winner, of course, was Wade Driscoll. That got him into this championship 4 event tonight. Looking strong, has been good on the ovals all year long in that 78. Looking to close out a championship here tonight for Michigan, the other super speedway on this ASRA championship schedule. Welcome in, Judy and Barbara. Thanks for tuning in. Nice to see you guys tuning in here again. Hope you're ready to watch some IndyCar racing here from Michigan. So Wade Driscoll and Josh Boyer, row number 1. Rich Knappich, Roger Nebelsack, row 2. Rounding out your top 5, going to be the 60 of Ron Milkey.
Good field tonight, Joe.
Good field. And, you know, I think a lot of drivers early on, might pay off to maybe take it easy, let these Firestones come in a little bit, but we'll just have to wait and see if that's what the drivers decide to do. Chevy Camaro pace car going to pull down the pit lane, give way to Wade Driscoll in the 78 Valvoline livery there. Driscoll on the pole, Boyer to his outside, both battling for a championship. Green flag, and we're underway here from the Michigan International Speedway.
We're seeing a very nice, uniform, and reserved start to the race here. Everybody, giving everybody some room here to figure it out, getting through the gears the first time.
Swarming off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. You see Doug Palmer, that fluorescent yellow car at the back of the field. Got to be mindful. You don't want to lose the draft early on here.
Now, that would definitely put a damper to your race.
As Driscoll gets lap number 1. Boyer, though, wants to lead a lap to get that bonus point for the overall championship, as well as probably take that lead away from the 78.
Josh Boyer with a lot to race for tonight. He's got that overall championship. He's got the series championship on the line. And, as a driver, he really just wants to win this race as well.
Going to get to the outside of that 78. Momentum coming on the outside. Going to have Nebelsack and Knappich behind him. That lap, give it to the 41 of Boyer.
Getting that all-important bonus point there. See that 78, Wade Driscoll taking a defensive line down the backstretch, trying to break some draft. Josh Boyer just had the numbers with him on the outside.
That inside line starting to get formed up a little bit too. Weaver, I know we're not racing big heavy stock cars here tonight like we normally do on JTN, but there still has to be something about running that inside line, maybe using up your Firestones a little bit more.
I'm sure there is going to be a slight difference here, but I think with the speeds we're seeing here, you're going to be rubbing off your tires no matter where you're running on the track. We're entering these corners going almost 230 mile an hour. These tires are going to be screaming by the time they need to come down and pit for fresh rubbers.
Saw Driscoll as he takes back the lead with help from the 33 of Fast Cows. To clip the apron a little bit there through turns 1 and 2. Going to get back to hugging that white line. Still your leader, back to the lead, your pole sitter, the number 78. Oh, we got contact. Hard into the outside wall. It's Steve Rubino in the 34. It's like Nebelsic might have had some contact as well, but the 34 hard into the outside wall, back into the inside wall. A tough lick for Steve Rubino. Ron Weston, Dog Palmer also involved.
And he's got his rear wing stuck up on that inside pit wall. Steve Rubino. These cars are only two-wheel drive. He isn't going to be able to get off that wall.
Oh my goodness.
Gonna have to get a tow.
Let's go ahead and get you a replay, and that's going to be a night ender for the 34. He jokingly said it to us down in the garage area before the races. Here you see the replay. Contact with the 33, sends the 34 into the outside wall. Clips the 51. We'll have to check in on Nebelsic to see if there's any damage. 19 of Weston also going around. Couldn't tell if he was joking down in the garage area or if he was all too serious. I think I might have a hunch on the seriousness now. Talking about not being able to finish these races in a long time. That was Steve Rubino. And tonight going to go on to that unfortunate stat sheet.
Yeah, Joe, it's one of those things, you get in that funk and it's just hard to break. Sometimes you just feel like you can never finish one of these races. Something's always going wrong.
You go on board here, and it's just probably what, the wing on the nose and the nose cone and just a little bit of contact to the back of the 33. And then this is where he gets beached. Ugh. What a tough lick.
Very hard hit to that outside wall.
Oh. Bunch of the leaders deciding to come down the pit lane. Dan Rubino going to stay out in that 44. 60 of Milky and the 108 of Palmer. At 97 the first off the pit lane, Weaver?
I think so. Let me check for you.
While he's checking that, again, folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in to JTN tonight. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe. We're inching our way towards 1,000 subscribers, hoping to get there by the beginning of June. So, once again, can't thank you folks enough. We're coming up on our 2-year anniversary this Thursday of broadcasting here on JTN, so it's a lot of things going on all at once, Weaver, but it's definitely a fun time.
Yeah, looking back at it, looks like the 97 did just eke out the 78. They're getting off pit road.
It would appear the 78, with the penalty falling to the rear here for the restart, gonna get the one to go at the line. Dan Rubino deciding to stay out in that 44 Mother's car. So one retiree already out of this race, Steve Rubino in the 34. Fanatec colors on that car tonight. Or is he out? Yeah, he's out. The ticker's playing a little mean game right now, Weaver.
Yeah, they do have that 34 is listed retired for the race.
So going to be restarting, coming to lap 8 of 100. And these laps, they'll go by pretty quick here tonight. About 30-second laps around Michigan, if I recall correctly. Or is that incorrect?
Very close. Fastest lap right now belongs to the 97 at 32.2.
32.2. All right. So these laps, they will go by in a hurry, so do not blink. Dan Rubino going to start with control here. It's the 97, a good pastor in second. NOS Energy Drink with the fluorescent colors on that livery. Pascal in the 33. Napick in the 6, and Roger Nebelsic in the 51, rounding out your top 5. Here we go. Pace car down on the pit lane. Rubino with control here for the restart. Field gets formed up. Green flag, and we're back underway here from Michigan.
'97, a good passer, getting a good jump on that restart. Going to be side by side going here through turns 1 and 2.
44 comes down, crowds him a little bit. 97 on the apron, going to have to lift off the throttle to hold on to that car. Gets in line now down the back straightaway. We're single file throughout the field. .33 a fast cow now looking to the inside. And don't forget that 33 has that overall championship to fight for here tonight, too. Currently leads ASRA title race. But trying to get that bonus point for the overall championship is Fast Cows in the 33 Mopar power plant car.
Making it work down there on the low line. He's getting pushed by his buddy there, 6, Rich Napick.
Napick, the other competitor up at the front, battling for that overall championship. So, kind of a little tug of war, right? You're gonna push the 33 to the lead. Maybe he gets that lap led, but if you can't get by him or can't lead a lap before the end of this thing, that's 1 point you're kind of taking away from yourself.
Yeah, Joe, it's really a push or shove situation. You want to do what you got to do to get yourself to the front, but sometimes that means helping somebody you don't want to get up there.
So Fast Cow, your leader, and still single file throughout the field. Drivers kind of pacing right now. Roger Nebelsack has kind of lost the draft a little bit, trying to get a tow from Josh Boyer, but we continue to watch up front. It's a good passer in the 97, continues to hound the 33 of Fast Cows.
Nebelsack did make some contact in that last incident that brought out the yellow. Might have some damage that he's fighting right now.
Good point, Weaver, good point. And he has lost the draft now at this point, it would appear.
Rich Napick getting by the 97 there, up into second place.
Napick now going to look to find a way around the 33, wants to get that lap led. Wade Driscoll has made his way back up inside the top 5 in the 78.
78 looking very strong, had to drop to the back there, had an incident on pit road, got a penalty, but fighting back up. You see Rich Napick looking to the outside here for the lead.
2 versus 3. 3 on the bottom, 2 up top. Don't know if those numbers are going to favor the 6 and 97. Although Napick probably getting the nose just ahead on corner entry, but the 33 dives back to the lead. Now Napick going to fall all the way back to 5th here. And to slot in behind the 97.
Got the train going on the bottom. 97 was quick to duck down there and join them.
Dan Rubino there in second, gonna lose the nose of that car, drift up the track that allows Driscoll. Remember, Rubino did not pit, only car that didn't pit. Have to see if that tire wear, that little extra bit of tire wear that he's got on that 44, and less fuel too, don't forget. See if that comes back to bite him.
Less fuel, that move right there could be a sign that those tires might not be giving him the response that he wants going through these corners.
And you saw that too, the nose start to push on that car on exit, right?
Yeah, it looked like it started pushing up, and then he kind of looked like he might have got out of it a little bit, saved it again, and then it started pushing just another time on corner exit. There was no keeping in the line there when you got that hungry 78 behind you.
Good passer, looked like he had a run to the lead. Wasn't able to get anything going. Now the whole field hugging the bottom. Top 5, nice and formed up right now, kind of pulling away from the rest of the field. That's a little scattered right now.
Yeah, these top 5 real tight, but sitting behind him, Tom Musa. Somebody to keep an eye on in both championship battles here. So he might be playing it safe.
Musa only battling for that ASRA title.
Someone to keep an eye on for the ASRA title. Tom Musa keeping it safe there.
Your point was valid. I just want to make sure. It gets confusing, Weaver. We brought you in about, what, halfway through this season? I think being with it from the start probably helps with that overall championship info. But it's definitely a lot of fun the way they have this set up. It keeps everyone engaged. Between, obviously rotating the series every 3rd week, you run this car. Having the 3 separate battles with winning you're in to make a championship run for it, and also the overall title obviously being points. It's a good system, I think, to kind of reward a driver that's good at all disciplines of racing. I
agree, Jonah. It keeps everybody interested in all the different series. Some people, you know, they might turn their nose up the Indy cars if they rather just run, you know, short tracks and the late models, but why not do it when you can have a chance to win this big overall title?
Get you to go out for all the races, and right now we're seeing a guy that's been strong these last 2 weeks, battling for wins and championships. It's Fast Cows in the 33. Again, right now in the lead for the ASRA title, as well as the overall title. Don't forget, folks, we're going to have that halfway break. We'll assign points to those drivers based on the top 5.
Dan Rubino going to duck down pit road here.
So we can go about 18 laps on a tank of fuel. That's what that tells me.
Looks like around 18, maybe 17 if it was all green. He might have saved an extra lap or 2 there under that caution period.
I have to think the rest of the field will probably be in before lap 25. As the field gets strung out here. And we saw this at Atlanta last week, right? The field in that opening half of the race got really strung out. A quick caution at the beginning, strung out field. And then once we got to that second half of the race, everyone just pulled a little bit tighter. I think everyone kind of realizes here that right now we're just riding for 50 laps. We're riding for 100 miles of this 200-mile event.
Yeah, all these drivers really trying to get a feel for their cars, see what they can do with it, but, you know, you don't want to be making any mistakes.
Oh no!
78 away, Driscoll going for a ride on the front stretch. Barrel rolling now.
Driver looks okay inside that car, but the championship hopes might be dashed for our Indiana 200 winner. Get a look at that replay. It looked like this all started when the 33 of Fast Cows decided to come down the pit lane, and I don't think the drivers behind him were ready.
No, I don't think so, Joe. Maybe a lack of communication or something there. Message did not get relayed that 33 was coming down to pits that time.
Just a violent tumble for the 78.
Gonna be some front end damage on the 6 of Rich Napick after that incident as well.
And that's another guy battling for that overall title, but it looks like led that lap at least, so got that bonus point out of the way. But for Driscoll, that's probably a night ender. That's a lot of damage on that car.
Yeah, it's a rough ride there. See, the 33 there also went around in the grass. He was just on his way to pit road when that yellow came out, made that quick call to not go down pit road. Would have got a penalty for that, so better to spin on the grass a little bit and not go down pit road and get that penalty.
And that's right. He spins. It's okay. We got a caution already coming out. You're probably already losing most of your track position at this point. So don't take that penalty, right? I mean, that's just kind of the name of the game. The 44 and 51, both a lap down. Right now, your leader is the 4 of Tom Musa. So he would lead the ASRA title picture right now. At the top of it, I guess. The forefront of it, because I guess it's a picture, right? So you have the foreground, the background, in the center.
It looks like that 78 crew decided to push her back behind the wall. Ray Driscoll's night is done.
After, you know, the highs of winning the Indiana 200 to the lows of being out of this race, not even a quarter of the way into it.
Well, that's just how quick things can change when you're out here racing at 230 miles an hour, and you know, people got to slow down, make pit road, and anything can happen.
Nebelsack going to get waved around. Josh Boyer going to be your new leader. Then Rich Napick and Tom Fastcow. folks, would like to remind you we got more great racing coming up here on JTN this week, including tomorrow night's Maverick Cup Series event from the Phoenix Raceway. Coverage begins there, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Then it's the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series from the Bristol Motor Speedway. 2 years to the date when we did our first broadcast here under the JTN banner. Coverage beginning then 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. And then April 18th, Mondays of Thunder makes their JTN debut from Talladega, 150 miles. That one will be 9 p.m. Eastern Time is the start of our broadcast from Talladega. Going to be a fun one there as well.
Sounds fun, Joe. We got must-see TV tomorrow with the Maverick Cup Series. You got a anniversary coming up and a brand new league to the channel. Sounds like some fun racing coming up.
It's going to be a lot of fun racing. We're about to get back race, or I think we're going to get one more lap.
Those multitude of lights on this Chevy Camaro pace car are on still. Make sure you can't miss that one, huh?
You can't miss it. They know how to party in the NTT Data IndyCar series, you know? That's where we're loaning this pace car from. So Josh Boyer going to lead us back to green.
Yellow.
And we're now joined for a quick comment from the driver, the number 78. You saw him take a tumble. Wade, first of all, you got all your limbs still attached. The coconut's still okay too, right?
I hope so.
Hey, obviously, Indiana 200 win was the peak of this season. Tonight, a wreck out of this race early, but man, oh man, a great year for you in this 78 team, right?
Big improvement from last year, yeah. Good improvement on a lot of things. Road courses are still really good. Super speedways are getting better, like tonight with the quali at least, and leading the first quarter of the race almost.
And Wade, again, just what different could have happened there coming off of turn 4? Was it just a oh crap moment? You just had a right. You just
Part of it was lat. I was gonna pit with those original 3 guys or 2 guys in the lead, and I hadn't practiced pitting here, so I was trying to get behind the one dude, Jeff, and I didn't realize Rich was gonna come up on us so quick. It was my bad. It happens, you know.
Well, it happens. It's good to hear that you're in good spirits. Before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out?
Gracie, you know who you are.
Wade, once again, congratulations on a great year, and thanks for stopping in here to talk with us.
No problem, man.
That was Wade Driscoll, driver of the 78, checked and released from the infield care center after a tough tumble, as Josh Boyer takes the lead and now restarts this race from the lead, but going to face a challenge from Rich Knappich. The 97 coming down the pit lane, Weaver.
Interesting call there to come down. On the restart there, we saw 33, Tom Faskow's not really going too well, kind of falling back here.
Knappich now looking to the inside of Boyer. Again, this is the battle for the overall championship. You want to edge out that other guy. You want to lead more laps. You want to lead the most laps tonight to get that extra bonus point. Every point going to matter coming down to the end of this race. This time, Knappich goes to the lead. Going to have Faskow right behind him.
I think we might be seeing some interesting fuel strategy here, Joe. We know we got that halfway break coming up in 25 laps. You're going to be burning more fuel if you're leading, so it's a spot you don't want to be in.
Well, and this field really splintered right now, right? Tom Musa and Ron Milkey, it seems like they're kind of barely tagging along. It's part of our top 5. Then it's Dog Palmer and Dan Rubino. Rubino, of course, taking the lucky dog that last time, so he's back on the same strategy as our leaders. Roger Nebelseck stayed out, but had already pit when that caution came out, as we continue to watch the battle for the lead.
believe the I don't know if it's showing up on your ticker there, Joe, but swearing might be having a little mix up here.
What would that be?
I was showing Dan Rubino as the leader there, but I think they got it figured out that time by.
Okay. I'm seeing that too now. That should update. Running 6th or 7th right now.
I believe last time by he was in 7th.
Okay. Pascal's closing up to that rear wing of Napick. Gonna get the car looking to the inside. Doesn't have the nose there just yet. See Josh Boyer kind of getting a tow from the 97. A good pass for that 97 car fast, but a weird time to make a pit stop for that NOS energy drink car.
An interesting call there. I assume everybody there pit on that last yellow, I believe, so I don't think that stop would have made him good to go to the stage break, but we'll see what happens with that one.
Ask how the inside battle for the lead. It'll be a drag race, no help for either. Now Boyer dives, looks through the middle to the bottom behind the 33, back up top, trying to just keep those guys side by side, it looks like right now.
Yeah, we were talking about it's not good to lead. If you can make two people lead and burn their fuel quicker than you, that's even better.
And they punch an even bigger hole in the air when they're side by side like that, too, and that's allowed Tom Musa and Ron Milkey to draw into this battle. Still side by side for the lead. What a battle we're seeing right now early on in this race. You can see how important these laps led are right now for these overall championship drivers. Napick and Fastcow, 1-2. Napick on the outside, Fastcow on the bottom. That 97, that blue car with the neon highlights. Jeff Goodpaster a lap down. And it's Tom Musa there on the bottom in that green and white Ford. Don't know why I called it a Ford, because they all look the same.
Tom Musa, Ron Milkey seem to be working together here. They're going from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top.
Well, and that 60 and 33 teammates, too, so an interesting move from driver number 60 as Napick has now taken a stranglehold of the lead.
Getting a good push here from the 97 of Goodpaster. Going to be looking to get his lap back the hard way.
Gonna make it work, does Goodpaster in that 97. That's gonna allow Fastcow. Oh, as the 6 is blowing up!
No. Oh, nowhere for the 4 to go. They're gonna get around him now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
And we stay green, so let's go back up front. Remember, we're gonna have that halfway caution here sooner rather than later. But now it's Fastcow gonna look to put this 97 a lap down.
Rich Napick's night and
Oh,
overall
goodness.
championship hopes go up in smoke.
And our third retiree out of this event.
Just a real unfortunate incident. He was leading there, so he wasn't overheating or anything like that. It looks like just a reliability issue with the power plant.
Man, I'm still shocked. How many motors have we seen expire here these last 3 weeks?
I believe quite a few. It was a big story that the late model championship race, I believe, wasn't it, Joe?
It was, and the caution is out. 51 slow.
I believe he had just came off pit road there.
So why are we getting this caution? I guess oil down on the track?
I assume that must be it, Joe, because I'm not seeing anything
I'm not
else
seeing
around the
any-
track.
The Rich Napick, he's just parked down by the inside barrier. See if we can get can't really get a good camera on him. Just pulled the Hold down there, trying to find an inlet to... And official's gonna throw the yellow.
All our leaders are going to be coming down pit road this time.
And that puts them in the window to make it to halfway. Dog Palmer looks like he's gonna stay out to try to lead a lap here. Again, battling for that overall title. It's always weird seeing these cars get jacked up here.
Mm-hmm.
No air jack here in the ASRA. We scuff up our side pods.
You know, it's just less parts on the car to break.
Right. The Fast Cow able to win the race off the pit lane, but Palmer, your leader. Again, have to think the 108 is going to try to stay out, lead a lap here, get that bonus point. I'd like to remind you folks to head on over now to the JTN merch store to pick yourself up some great JTN merch, including our logo merch. Available on t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and mugs, and much, much more. Go check it out again. The JTN merch store linked down in the video description below.
It's also a good break for the driver that number 97, Jeff Goodpass. You're going to be able to take the lucky dog here, get back on the lead lap.
Comes the 108. Don't know if he's going to be able to lead this lap, though. We'll see if Boyer lets him have it. Dog probably just took it. Rightfully so. So Palmer going to lead that one. We'll go back green next time by with Josh Blair, Tom Fastcows, Dan Rubino, Ron Milky, and Tom Musa, your top 5. Weir, you got some music playing in your head right now?
You know, I've had this one song stuck in my head all day, and I just get lost in it sometimes, you know?
I'm starting to hear it coming out of your ears.
Mm. No, I have a real problem with those earworm songs, man. Once they get a hold of me, man,
They're there.
Nothing I could do about it.
All right, so reset here. Going to be 12 laps to go to halfway. Josh Boyer going to be the first to take the green flag. Pace car is in. Boyer with control. Now's the time to push to get those bonus points. Green flag, and we're back underway. 33 gets a better restart there.
Joe, funny how it works out. The top two cars running right now involved in both of our championship drives right now.
It's funny how the championship contenders always bring their best cars for the championship race, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, that's how it should be. Josh Boyer able to pull a nice gap off this restart. Fast Cow looking to reel him back in.
Musa to the inside of the 60, going to take Roger Nebelsick with him. 51 hanging on to the draft a little bit better here.
I think he's got some help from those dueling NOS cars there behind him.
Palmer in the 108, you mean?
Yes, yes.
Top 3 underneath the blanket. Boyer, Fast Cows, Rubino.
Dan Rubino having a nice recovery after going off strategy there.
Nebelsick to the inside of the 4 of Musa now. Roger still hasn't led a lap here tonight. All his championship competitors have. I have to think that that's kind of running on the mind of driver 51. Also trying to get some of those bonus points.
Think so. Looks like he's got that loud pedal to the floor now. He's trying to make a run to the front.
More serpentine down the back straightaway. Cow looking to the inside of the 41 of Boyer.
And get a nose on him, draw side by side here coming off corner exit. Dan Rubino trying to play both lines a little bit here.
If you're Bino in that 44, right, how are you kind of navigating this? Because you have championship competitors all around you right now.
Well, you know, you might drive a little bit reserved, but I think he's still going for this win just as much as any of these other drivers are.
Boyer falling back on the outside line, getting dangerously close. Now going to be falling out of the points here for the halfway break. Remember, top 5, going to get 5 to 1. First gets 5, and so on. So for Josh Boyer, he really wants to get up inside that top 5.
Yeah, we see the 108 of Doghomer making a run up here, now in 4th place, pushing the 51 of Roger Nebelsick.
Getting dangerously close, going to go on the apron there. Not out of bounds. 108 and 51 getting dangerously close right now, coming off of turn number 2. The 33 trying to break the draft down the back.
Going all the way down to the apron on the backstretch just to break that draft.
We're 3 wide for the 3rd for just a second, now battling for 4th. And how much is it? I mean, you're scrubbing speed when you're doing that, right? So how, if you're a crew chief, where's the contact? 51 around. He's flying. Into the outside wall. We're still green. We'll get a look at that at the halfway break, I guess.
The yellow flag is now out.
Okay. It's like... Well, this sets us up for a dash to halfway. But for Roger Nebelsick, what went wrong here? Went flying, that's the first thing. You want to keep all 4 tires on the ground, right?
Absolutely, that should be your first priority here in a race car. Looks like just some bad contact there with the 108. Got him loose spinning down, and once you get these cars backwards, it's like a reverse of an airplane wing. You're going to be, well, it's more like an airplane wing. Going straight, it's the reverse. Got a lot of lift and a lot of flying there. Could have been a lot worse, I feel, though.
Contact with that outside wall. We'll see if they can repair the front wing, because it really came down hard on the front wing, too. Hopefully nothing's wrong with the suspension, but for Nebelsick, that takes him out of the points here, too, and still hasn't led a lap. Palmer coming down the pit lane. They're going to elect to get the tires now. Musa staying out. Milky staying out. Obviously the 51 coming down, the 19 of Rod Weston also down the pit lane, 97 in his box as well. All right, 2-lap shootout. Who do you like?
Oh man, I think it could really be anybody here in this top 4. That some strong cars and some drivers that have been making some moves.
Good political answer there, Weaver. Where do I put your name on the ballot in the right your candidate in, right?
I'm always on the right end.
Getting ready to go back green. Fast Cow with control, trying to get those 5 bonus points for being the leader at halfway. Contending for that overall championship. Josh Boyer as well, looking to try to get some bonus points here. Roger Nebelsack and Dog Palmer, 51-108 respectively, came down the pit lane, see if they can rally up inside the top 5. Only 9 cars left here too, so not like you're falling too far back, but still, passing has definitely been at a premium. All right, here we go. Fast Cow with control. Nebelsack coming back down the pit lane. Green flag, we're back underway.
Fast Cow getting a good start there on, good jump on the restart. Josh Boyer with Tom Musa close in tow there in third. Gonna be looking to get around this 44 quick so he has a chance to get those 5 bonus points for leading at halfway.
33 shades low. 41 gonna look to the inside. He's got the nose there for just a second, but backs off going into the corner.
It looks like he thought,
oh 97
no!
into the wall. He keeps it straight. He's spinning now in front of the 19. Oh my goodness, that's a new pair of pants.
What a move by the 19 of Rod Weston to not clobber the 97 there.
We'll get a look at it in a moment. Last lap of the first half of the race. Fast Cow still with control. Josh Boyer, though, trying to hunt him down. Going to have a run here down the back straightaway.
Have a run. Does he? Stays in line. Dekes low, goes high.
Going to be all over that rear wing, but coming off of turn number 4. It's going to be Fast Cow, your leader, at the halfway mark. So Fast Cow able to get the 5 bonus points. Boyer gets 4. Palmer gets 2. Go ahead, let's get you a replay what happened to the 97. You saw it live, you'll see it again. Of course, this did not bring out our most recent caution. The contact with the 4 sends him into the outside wall, then he's going to go for a little loop-de-doo. There goes the 19. My goodness, Rod Weston.
That's about as close a call as you're going to get, Joe.
Now, just as much as the next guy, I like, you know, taking 2 NOS energy drink cans and smashing them together, but I don't think that applies to race cars.
No, I don't think so, and that would have been a devastating wreck. You know, that guy's a teammate, driving the same car as you.
Here you see, this is how close it is. My goodness.
Joe, if we had a Save of the Year award, that'd be up there for it.
that was fantastic. Nebelsack going to be the first off the pit lane in the 51. I believe he will be the lucky dog. Boyer stays out. Don't know why. Can't thank you folks enough for tuning in here to JTN on a Monday night. I'm Joe, he's Joe. Your cup of Joe. Here to keep you up late nights. IndyCar racing with the ASRA National Championship. Everyone needs a little caffeine to help them get going. We gotta get an energy drink. That's what we should do, Weaver. Start like a coffee blend line or something. We'll drop ship some coffee.
That's the new thing, is just making up energy drinks.
How many are there now? Like a lot?
I know it's the new cool thing. Everybody makes their own energy drink. It's a crowded scene right now.
But once again, folks, we cannot thank you enough for tuning in. Boyer coming down the pit lane. Make sure if you haven't already, please, oh please, click like on the video. It does so much to help support us, gets these videos out to more people, gets these guys racing here tonight out to more people. It's been a fantastic race. So I don't know why you wouldn't hit the like button. But I digress. Can't thank you enough, as always, for tuning in here to JTN on a Monday night. Baseball season's back in full swing. No pun intended.
Yeah, we got everything. We got basketball getting down to the wire of the regular season. Some moves being made in the football world. We got the USFL starting soon.
Yeah, this weekend, Saturday night, first game.
Sports world is booming now. Had a couple lulls there for a few years. I'm sure everybody at home knows what was going on there, but it's nice everything's back in full swing and all the motorsports are going. We had a great weekend in motorsport.
It was definitely a pretty fun 24 hours there, because you got the Cup race, you got F1, you got IndyCar, and we're going to be talking about it this week on the Fake Racers podcast over on JTN2, so keep an eye on your inbox, go subscribe over there for that new episode coming out probably tomorrow. Probably coming out tomorrow.
You're forgetting one, Joe. They had the MotoGP there on before the IndyCar on NBC. I hope some people were able to tune into that.
They had a lot of stuff on this weekend. But now you're watching the best. We saved the best for last. Rod Weston with control here for the restart. Big jump by the 19. We're back underway.
Getting a big start, but
might be a little too much.
Yeah, tracks like this, you get out to a big lead, that just means that pack's going to catch you with all that speed. Tom Fastcow's leading that train on the outside, blowing by the 19.
Waving bye-bye.
Yeah, it might have been the 19 strategy. He's been hanging out at the back. Maybe it's still a little early for him to be up at the front. Get a couple laps led. Drop to the back. The 108 at Dog Palmer there in second. Been creeping towards the front with every passing lap.
So Fastcow back out in front.
Back out in front now. He's the one that had the big lead. Darren Bino reeling him in here. Seems like the runs are kind of going one at a time. You get a driver out to the front, and the car behind him catches them, and the car behind them catches up. One at a time, nice and orderly.
Nice and orderly. Bino looking to the outside of the 33, trying to get the lead there in that red and white with the blue airbox. Contact with the apron for the 33. We've seen that a couple times tonight from a leader.
Yeah, scary moment there for Dan Rubino. He was getting up on him, getting that little sniff of draft that he could there, and got on the apron. Could have ended badly, but two veteran drivers there keeping it clean.
We're just kind of logging laps again, it feels like, doesn't it? We got really crazy there at halfway, and now we're just kind of running these laps.
Yeah, Joe, I think it helped that the field looked like they got a little spread out there on that restart. Like we had the 41 of Josh Boyer there was trying to join our little 5-car breakaway, kind of pulled back a little bit there, but see the 4 of Tom Musa and 60 of Ron Milkey here working together in 4th and 5th still.
They worked pretty well together tonight. Now, we always talk about it, like, with stock cars on the super speedways, your Talladegas, your Daytonas, about having a drafting partner. Here, it's not really the same, is it? Because you can really get a run and make it work all by yourself if you do it the right way.
You definitely can, Joe. You can definitely work all by yourself here and not make any friends, but it's always nice to have a friend, you know? A little help will never hurt.
Looking to the outside, getting a push from Palmer. Dog Palmer in that 108, starting to flex some muscle in the late stages of this one. 44 into the wall a little bit, going to scrub some speed, but nonetheless going to take the lead down into turn 3.
We talk about having a friend there. I would bet Tom Fastcows was wishing he had a friend when he had 4 cars to the outside of him and nobody behind him.
You always wish you had a friend when you get ganged up on.
Somebody to help. It's like Fastco's going to slide up there in the 4th position, going to slide in front of Ron Milky. Dives back below Tom Musa here. That was one of those things like you were talking about there. Fastcows was able to, he hopped up in line, got a little bit of draft help, and then shot up into 2nd place, and now he's challenging for the lead again.
And again, doing it all by himself right now on the bottom. 33, driving like Lone Ranger here tonight.
Ooh, Dan Rubino hard in the wall.
That's going to scrub some speed on that 44. It's going to allow the 108 and the 4 to get on by.
Everybody getting on by him clean here. Looks like he's back up to speed.
Two guys that I think we could really see work together here. The 108 of Dog Palmer and the 4 Tom Musa. Palmer in that 108, battling for the overall championship, but not the ASRA crown. Musa, on the other hand, in the 4, only battling for that ASRA championship. So those two maybe work together here. They're both battling for a championship late in this race. They both have to get around that 33 somehow to, in Palmer's case, gain some points, and in Musa's case, just take the overall championship lead.
I definitely think that's a strategy we could see from both of these drivers. I think, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
At the end of the day, you want to win the race, right? And those two, they're going to battle. If they do work with each other like that, they would definitely be battling for the win. However, Weaver, a championship is the ultimate prize. It's an award based on your year-long performance, and I think that sometimes they carry a little more weight maybe than those single race victories.
Oh, they definitely do, Joe, but I think in this situation it'd help that there's 2 championships and they're both going for different ones here, so they can both come out on top on their respective championship run.
And for Tom Musa in that 4, very disappointed, right, not to be in the overall championship. Late race contact with that 33 of Fastcow last week in Atlanta. So for Musa in the 4, being able to get by that 33 and maybe help Palmer get by him for the other championship might be a little bit of vindication.
I think so, Joe. I definitely think he's going to be looking to get around him as we get towards the end of this race. Looks like there he is dropping back. I think we might be coming up on some pit stops here.
I think we are. We'll wait and see when our leaders pit. Keep an eye on them. But Weaver, everyone's friends here, right? We're all friends in this sim racing thing, and especially league by league. I think maybe not between leagues. You get some of those rivalries in there, but still, I can remember a time when we were teammates, and I just wanted to beat you so bad, right? I wanted to finish ahead of you. I'm sure you wanted to finish ahead of me. Like, it's just that's how it works, right?
Well, that's news to me, Joe, but I do agree with you. We're all friends, and I feel like the most competitive I ever get is when I'm doing something amongst a group of friends, it's just a bragging right.
Look at Palmer go. Gonna have help for Burbino. Looking for the lead on the outside. Dog Palmer in that 108. Also, you want to try to get around this 33 because he's probably closing in on that most laps led bonus point.
Yeah, definitely need to come and get you some now. Looks like he's gonna edge him out at the line here. Get that lap to Dog Palmer in the 108.
Palmer coming into the second half of the race trailed the 33 by 3 points. Oh, the 44 is
Oh,
blowing
no.
up. No.
Another engine failure, this time for the 44 again, Rubino. Again, similar circumstances there as Napick
Everyone
earlier.
comes down the pit lane. Everyone down pit lane. In case we get that
Good call.
yellow.
You never know if that yellow might come out.
Oh my goodness. Nebelsek's on pit road too. There's the 44 going to come into his box. Oil all the way down pit lane. Palmer going to be first one released from his stall. 33 waiting.
You know, Joe, thankfully these Indy cars here, they're pretty much sealed off on the bottom. There's still going to be some spillage out, but it ain't like your average stock car where you throw a rod through the bottom of the motor and everything just gets dumped out.
Hey, Weaver, the 33 is still on pit lane. Something's wrong.
An extended stop here.
I mean, he's still there. I'll keep an eye on that. Josh Boyer, though, looks like... Tell if the 41's going to be your new leader. I don't think so.
Interesting there. I'm not sure if the 33 would have any damage, but...
Did he finally go away?
Yeah, he is off back on track now.
My goodness.
I couldn't tell anything that would have given him a penalty there and maybe a hold, but unsure. Definitely gonna be interesting to see what happened there.
This might put this one away to Palmer into the catbird seat.
A big break for that 108 and the 4 of Tom Musa.
Waiting to see everything cycled through. Palmer, your leader, and Tom Musa on Milky. Rod Weston rides fourth. You see that 51, that green car at the back of this line. That's Roger Nebelsek. He's a lap down. They're closing in on Josh Boyer, who has gotten linked up with the 33 of Fast Cow. And these drivers now, I mean, Cow in the 33, Boyer in the 41, guys that we thought were going to be really, really strong, and have been strong here tonight, Weaver. They've now fallen way behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, there's definitely some drivers that are going to be reporting every speck of debris they see on this track, trying to get that yellow. Come up to the 3/4 mark here, approaching lap 75.
You think the 33 might have sped on pit lane? Maybe they got held?
I don't think they would give you the penalty till you leave pit road for that.
That's what I was thinking too.
And looking back, it looks like he made the box. He made it down pit road safe. I'm not too sure on that one.
What's going on around here?
Well, we got down in the infield care center. He's the driver of the number 44. He just lost his engine. But it sounds like he hasn't lost his spirit. Dan Rubino in the 44. Vino, first of all, you're okay, right? You inhaled too much of that smoke. I guess the engine's behind you, so you should be okay.
I'm not. I'm good, Joe.
But obviously, I feel like tonight was shaping up to be a really good run. I'm really proud of that. I know, obviously, very, very disappointing, though.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed. I thought I had a good shot here with these guys, but a lot of blown motors for some reason. I don't know.
And then obviously blown motors. I think that's pretty much the story of these last 3 weeks. But Bino, we saw the pit. All those guys coming to the pit lane. You were out there on track when that engine obviously went. Was that the plan to come down that lap, or do you think these drivers they saw your engine go and said, "Uh-oh, officials might throw a caution. I need to come down the pit lane right now"?
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because I was like down to 1 lap of fuel, and that might have had something to do with why the motor blew. I was coming in for fuel, I would have ran out. And she let go.
I don't know what to tell you, Bino. My goodness.
One of these days, Joe.
One of these days. But
Lady luck.
He has not shined a bright light on you this year. But Bino, obviously a fantastic run going here. I think a really good, solid season for you in this 44 crew. Congratulations on that. But before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out to my sisters, of course. You know that, Barbara and Ann. And I guess Mackenzie's out there, Judy. And Tom. The guys do a great job here. Wonderful job. Good league.
A great league to be a part of. And remember, folks, check out ASRA. We got their website linked down below, and you can go over to the TMP broadcast as well. Find the link to find out more about TMP.
I forgot to mention Roger and Rod. I got to mention them too.
There you go. Bino, once again, congratulations on a great year. Sorry it ended this way, and once again, thank you so much for coming down here and talking with us.
Thanks for having me, Joe. When you get Josh in there, tell him he got a bogus black. He'll go through the roof.
I will. Thanks, Bino.
All right. Have a good one.
Dan Rubino in the 44, obviously. We were none too pleased with the engine department there for that race team.
No, it's one of the worst ways to go out in these races. There's nothing you could do about it, and nothing really the team could do about it. You're never really going to know when it's going to happen. And it's always a metaphor to have your race go up in smoke, and for it to happen literally is even worse.
Palmer in the 108 still out front. We got these top three. They're kind of just riding right now. I think that's probably the wise strategy. Still have one more pit stop to go. We're closing in on that as these laps start to tick away. Your top three have about a 13-second gap back to fourth, almost a 30-second gap back to fifth place position. So right now you're just riding if you're the 108, the 60, and the 4. You got your towing along the 51. You're about to probably start towing along this 97. Get your little train going. Try to catch Josh Boyer, Tom Faskow's the 41 and 33. Catch those guys and put them a lap down, so that way if we get that late race yellow, they're forced to either stay out if they can't get the lucky dog, or to take the lucky dog and they start at the back. It makes their life a little harder, right?
Yeah, definitely a smart strategy to be staying in line here and putting a gap on everybody behind you. You know, you're not really racing for anything at this moment. We got a driver here. You know, each driver in a championship battle are in their own respective championship battles, so you're not battling them for your championship right now.
And Melky in the 60, he just wants to win a race, right?
Yeah, you got a guy out here to win a series championship, a guy to win an overall championship, and a guy who just wants to win.
Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it. And thank you for all the support, too. Now, closing in on 2 years with Hobo. I believe we started with them in August of 2020, so closing in 2 years. Of course, mentioned it at the top of the show. We were closing in on 2 years of JTN this Thursday night, so be on the lookout. Might be doing some giveaways on our social media Thursday. We'll just have to wait and see, but going to be at Bristol, of course, so that worked out pretty good. What a coinky-dink that was, and can't thank you folks enough, as always, for all your support, all the love you give us, and all the kind words and encouragement as well.
I can't wait for people to, hopefully they stick around and see what we got to offer in our terrible twos.
Well, this was our terrible 2. We're moving on to year 3.
Now we're going to the, I don't know what they call the 3s.
I mean, if this last year was terrible, just think about what next year's going to be. Because this past year was pretty good. Something to consider if you're thinking about clicking that subscribe button. Palmer pulling away side by side for second. 4 of Musa trying to get it on the outside. Milky in that skull number 60 on the bottom. $60 way down there now.
No, it really looked like the 60's been the one ducking out of line here. Not sure if he might be having problems, maybe some cooling issues.
Well, how nervous are you now about your engine? I mean, it's fixed setup, so everyone's got the same thing under the hood.
I definitely think it's in the back of the minds of all these drivers now that you've had 2 engines like that just expiring out of nowhere. Something to keep in mind. Those lead pack go down to 3 here. 51 ducking down pit road.
Here
we got
go.
our leaders. Coming down to make that last pit stop.
Palmer.
Oh, no.
I think he might have clipped the box. He's going around. No.
Palmer around Ron Milky also looked like he clipped that box.
Oh my goodness.
Musa, no issues.
Alright, if you're 108, stay calm, right? Stay calm. You're still in position to hopefully win this championship, but now your margin of error gets a lot tighter. Josh, 33 released from the stall, 41 released from the stall, so now they're going to be trying to make up ground on that 108. Musa's clearing away.
Yeah, it looks like the 60 and the 108 both going to have a hold in pit road for hitting that box on the entry there.
Oh my goodness. Well, Tom Musa's going to be all by himself now, too. I mean...
Yeah, it looks like he might be able to catch on to this 51 and work with him.
Don't know if he needs it, per se, but it would definitely be helpful. Get some drafting help. 60 released, 41's going to go on by, though. So Josh Boyer takes back over the overall championship lead. There goes Dog Palmer. My goodness, that's gotta hurt. He goes a lap down.
Now that's the big stop, the last stop of the day that they're going to have to make here, and you couldn't afford to make any mistakes, and we just saw 2 big ones getting down pit road there.
Well, now the battle's back on for the championship. The overall one is Tom Moose is almost a lap clear of our 2nd and 3rd place drivers. We're going to watch this battle, 33 and 41. Bascow has a point lead over that 41. I believe he's probably going to end up taking the most laps led, too, so let's call it a 2-point lead over Josh Boyer. And there's only 1 point between positions 2 and 3, so for Boyer right now, gonna need a caution or something so he can kind of get away from this 33 car.
Yeah, right now not looking like they're going to be caught by anybody. Ron Milky the closest behind in 4th, about 5 seconds back.
Bascow. Oh, there's contact.
Oh,
They
no!
wreck.
Hard in the catch fence for Josh Boyer.
Oh, he hits him again.
No.
I'm assuming no ill will. 33 back into the outside. Weaver, I think there might be some different issues there with the 33 car.
Definitely something interesting going on there, Joe.
We're going to get a restart with under 10 laps to go. Let's get you a replay because this race has been turned on its head 6 or 7 times now. We're at our 10 to go. Remember, folks, head on over to gardenlightsdirect.com from porches to patios and more for all your outdoor lighting needs. They got you covered again. gardenlightsdirect.com here on your TWB 10 to go. See it from the helicopter cam. 33 going to go onto the apron. I think he was just trying to get back in line, Weaver. That's what it looks like, at least.
Yeah, it's an interesting look there, Joe. Looks like there might have even been some steering issues there. I'm not too sure.
And if you're Josh Boyer, you are peed off. Can't say what he actually is.
If you're the driver of that 41, I mean, you don't know what was going on with the 33, so it's all up to a driver's interpretation for why that happened.
And it goes back to everyone's friends, right?
Yeah, you know, I don't know about you, Joe, but as a driver, I always assume the worst, so.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe. We're going to be going back green. Is Palmer still scored a lap down, Weaver? He's going to get that lap back. Okay.
Yeah, but he's getting his lap back.
Boyer off the pit lane, the 41. My goodness. Well, now, you're Tom Musa, you're battling the 33 for the overall. You're battling the 41 for the overall, or for the, not for the overall. You're battling those two for the ASRA title. If you're the 108, you're battling the 33 and the 41 for the overall title, but if you're Palmer, you most likely have to win this race. Unless something crazy happens, which is not out of the realm of possibility here tonight. Getting ready to go back green, going to be 7 or 8 laps to go. Tom Musa with control as Tom Fascow's right behind him. Josh Boyer in the 41. Rod Weston. Jeffrey Goodpaster, Roger Nebelsick, Ron Milkey, and Dog Palmer. Green flag, we're back underway. Interesting, they didn't follow the leader there.
No, Tom Musa electing to start way up on that high side. Going to get him a jump here.
And that 33 and 41, they've got to have some damage too, right? I mean, there's no way those cars are in pristine condition.
I would definitely assume they have damage, and that they're also a lap down, so it's going to be...
Never mind. There goes
tough.
that theory. It goes that theory. They're still they're battling for that overall title, though, because, again, 1 point between them. But for Fascow right now has the advantage. But if the 108 to Dog Palmer, if he can get past and get to Tom Musa in the 4, he will be your champion.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest part about it, Joe. That 108, he has the opportunity to make up spots here. He can advance his position. 33, as they stand, 5th spot is as high as he can go in the running order.
33 and 41, gonna need a caution to have a chance to win this race right now. 41 definitely needs it a little bit more than the 33. If you're Tom Musa, do you maybe let these guys by, or do you keep them behind you?
I wouldn't take any chance of giving anything up here.
You don't race them too hard, though, right?
You're definitely not trying to bring out a caution, because that just gives your competitors a chance to get back on that lead lap. And
oh, and don't look now. Here comes Dog Palmer looking for the lead to the inside of Tom Musa. Palmer to the lead, and he takes the overall championship lead as well with him. Musa back there in second now. Nebelsick is third. Milkey is fourth. 41 going to go through the grass. Hold on to it. Josh into the outside wall. He's going around. Caution is out. Oh, man. But Palmer, he got back by the 33. We're racing back to the line. Dog Palmer out in front of the field. Palmer going to get back to the line first with the lead. We'll get a look at that caution here for you now. It's not the race ender. We're going to get a restart. Got quickie yellows. We're going to get a 1 lap dash. I have that.
It's going to be close here. You're going to have to keep an eye on those pace car lights here.
See the replay. Boyer takes it through the grass, almost had it, then he hit that patch of asphalt. I think that really disrupted that 41 car into the outside wall. And the 19 and 97, they're coming on through, so officials throw in the yellow. A very bad night for Josh Boyer. I think that probably goes without saying for that 41 team.
Yeah, very up and down night there, and that one's probably going to be it for him.
All right, so you're the 108 of Palmer. You're battling for this overall. You're battling the 51 for the overall championship too. Right now, Roger in that 51, he sits second. He's kind of in that car that we've been missing all night long after being involved in that first incident. Obviously, probably having some damage on that car. Roger has a chance at the overall title. He's going to need to win, and he's going to need that 33 probably to finish in 5th. So pace car lights stay on. Weaver, I think this race will be over. No, it won't. We're gonna have 1 lap. We're gonna need them to go out next time. They're out.
Oh,
So
They're playing tricks on us here.
gonna be a green, white, checkered finish in an IndyCar race. This has never gone wrong. Palmer with control. Roger Nebelsak, Tom Musa, Ron Milkey. Nebelsak and Palmer overall championship battle. Musa ASRA battle. Musa trying to finish ahead of the 33 and the 41. Looking like a good chance of that right now. Palmer in the 108 can win the championship with a race victory, is what it seems to be. Nebelsak gonna need to win the race, and then we'll probably need some help with the 33 not advancing his position. Again, we're gonna hold off on those absolutes, because we'll need to get word from series officials, but a crazy finish coming down here again at Michigan. It's third time we've broadcast this race. Everyone's had its own twists and turns, and now Doug Palmer going to be leading us back to green for the final restart of this race. Chevy Camaro pace car going to come down the pit lane. Palmer with control, choosing that inside line. Rest of the field behind him, save for Nebelsak on the outside. Green flag, we're back underway. Good jump from the 51. He's going to snatch the lead because he's got the momentum rolling on the outside.
He's got the momentum and he's got the draft help up top. Dog Palmer down low. Now Tom Moose is going to choose to fall in behind him.
Palmer has the lead for a moment. Musa going to push that 108 down the back. That's going to take Roger Nebelsak. Going to lose 2-3 positions here. If something doesn't happen, it feels like that 51 might be out of the running. He slides into third. Musa now up the track. Tight conditions for that 4 car. Here comes Fast Cow in the 33. 1 lap to go. White flag in the air.
That 33 was shot out of it. He's trying to get this championship. He's doing all he can to make a run to the front.
Palmer with the lead. Fast Cow can still win the ASRA title if he gets by Tom Musa for position. He's still a lap down, though, Weaver. Palmer with the block to the 51. Nebelsak all over the rear wing. Coming down into turns 3 and 4. Going to be one more chance for the 51 to make a pass for the lead. And here comes the 33.
33 going to try and take it to the high side here.
51 going to be blocked. There's going to be contact and coming to the line. It's going to be Doug Palmer in the 108. He wins the race. He wins the overall title. Right now, it looks like Tom Musa going to take home the ASRA title. And for Doug Palmer in the 108, the culmination of a season. First IndyCar win of the year, going to lead him to the overall title in that yellow submarine.
Getting it done when it had to be done. Dog Palmer winning the race, winning the overall title. What a drive.
Coming back from the pit road penalty as well. Like Tom Musa also get. Let's see. Yeah, Musa going to take the ASRA title. Doug Palmer, your winner, your 2021-22 TMP ASRA champion. Tom Musa, your 21-22 ASRA national champion.
Oh! That's alright, we don't need the cars anymore.
Did Dog's engine go? He's trying. He's trying to do something.
I think you need to get down on that grass and do your burnout down there a little more slick.
A little slicker. Or he's just gonna park it in Victory Lane. It looks like he's gonna just park it in Gatorade Victory Lane. Palmer,
Not a bad shout either.
Hey, Palmer, your winner here from Michigan, your championship winner. Tom Musa, your ASRA national champion. We'll move on to our post-race coverage. Get those results that you're waiting for on your screen. We'll also get confirmation on those championships. But your top 3 finishers, Doug Palmer, Roger Nebelsak, and Tom Musa. Weaver, I wish I had a better call to that finish. Because,
You know,
I
I think it was just fine, Joe.
oh my goodness. What a drive from driver 108. Again, to come back from the penalty, win the race, win the championship. Most laps led went to Fast Cow, so he got that extra bonus point, but not going to be enough to win the overall championship. Well, out of those top three, the one guy that, well, Roger, not going to take home a championship, but finish off the season pretty well. Man, oh man, as a league admin, that's how you want your season to finish, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Not without its drama. Holy crap! The the first pit stop after the midway break, Josh and I and several others hit the orange box and got dinged for 30-second penalties for improper pit entry, and that shuffled everything. And I managed to luck out and get in front of Josh, but I think, well, I got in front of Josh finally because of what happened between him and Cal. But yeah, I couldn't have scripted this any better. I was like, okay, well, this might just kind of be pretty, run of the mill coming to the finish, but man, did I not expect that. Holy cow.
Well, late race restart with 2 laps to go gave you a chance to win this race, perhaps a chance to win the title if things kind of fell the right way. When you look back at this year, from the driver's seat, right? Obviously a very good year for you. When you're battling for that overall title, I think that means you're consistent in everything. What did you enjoy the most here about the 2021-22 season?
I think what I enjoyed the most was I got a couple of wins where I didn't really expect it. The Cup wins kind of came in as a surprise. I was a little disappointed I didn't turn in an IndyCar victories because, well, you know me, I'm the IndyCar guy here. That's where the ASRA part of this came from, was because of me, because I started IndyCar racing again. And but it just things out of nowhere, Josh's domination throughout the season, and then all of it kind of came unraveled in the last part of it just because of a pit stop. So yeah, I think it would be just, everything looked so certain up until that last race. And well, that's what they say. That's why you run the race.
Well, it's the nature of the beast. Able to rebound, like you said, from the pit road entry violation, Roger. Once again, congratulations on the second place podium finish here tonight. Before we let you go, though, the floor is yours.
Well, I want to thank everybody that came out tonight. I want to thank our new entrant tonight, Jeff. Glad he came out. He was definitely a great addition to the field. Had a little bit bad break, but hope to see him again next season. Tom, thanks for working with me all year long on this.
Absolutely.
It's been a great run. It was tough at times, but we made it through. I want to thank Ski Citrus Soda for being on board the car again this year. Looking forward to another good season with them next year. I want to thank my wife for putting up with me and letting me do this bullshit. Joe, thanks to you. Well, both Joes, thanks to both of you guys for covering the races here the last 3 weeks and throughout the entire season. It's been a lot of fun. It makes this hobby that much better. So, and I want to thank everybody out there in TV land that decided to tune in tonight. I hope we put on a good show for you, and look forward to seeing everybody again back in September.
Roger, a fantastic show here tonight. Once again, congratulations on the great season. Not only for you behind the wheel, but obviously kind of steering the ship. And once again, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you, Joe. Have a good night, everybody.
Roger Nebelsack, driver of the 51. Now let's move on to our third place finisher for the 21-22 season. He is your ASRA champion, Tom Musa, driver of the number 4. Tom, I know you got a copy, buddy. How's it feel after the heartbreak last week?
It's amazing. I'm very, very happy. It took all year to get to the last race to be really, really happy.
Well, obviously a great year for you. I believe 2 wins on the year. Take us through, though, kind of the ups and downs of this race, because it seemed like for a lot of it, you were kind of maybe the guy that decided to hang out towards the back, because obviously running for that ASRA title, you didn't need to care about the halfway points.
Right. That was my whole plan. I was with Ron and Dog. We talked during the week and said, just hang together, because Dog needed the halfway points. So he got 2 there, which helped him out tremendously. And then I was just hanging out waiting for the big wrecks and managed to avoid all the ones where they were flipping.
Never a good sign when you see cars flipping, right? I mean, that's
And when you see the bottom side and your name on there, no, it's not good. That's the cheap sponsorship.
no kidding. But Tom, a fantastic run. When you look back at this year, you're hoisting the big trophy at the end. But what do you think the most? When you look back on this season, what is like your biggest takeaway, whether it be from the admin chair or from the driver's seat?
I thought overall it's a great year. Josh, kind of stunk it up at times, but that makes us all better. You just got something to shoot for. And the admin thing is, I work all week on the setups, and he comes in on Monday and stinks it up. But he's a good driver, and there's nothing say nothing bad about that. So other than that, I thought the year went well. It was kind of frustrating in the middle, but at the end, everything came out. And then we have the Cinderella man.
Well, Tom, obviously, through the tough parts of the year, tough stretches of the year, I think it all paid off with the championship here. Congratulations on that third place run here tonight. And before we let you go, you know what to do. The floor is yours, buddy.
Yeah, I'd like to thank TM Productions for sponsoring me all year. Also, Roger and Rich for doing what they do, painting, and Roger doing all of the prep work. And thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next year with 2 new mods and hopefully more people. And congratulations to Dog on, if you needed one win, this was it.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate everything you do.
Tom, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and congratulations on your 21-22 ASRA National Championship run.
Thank you guys too.
Tom Musa, driver of the number 4. Well, you heard him. You heard him there. He's made his way into the media center. He's got the big trophy. He's also got the race win trophy. He's the driver of the 108. John Dog Palmer. Dog? Man, oh man, that's got to be the sweetest victory of your career.
I'm shaking so bad, Joe. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's like I got tremors going on here. What a race. That last pit stop, like I told Ron, and I was talking to Tom too, I almost just gave up, but I stuck in there, and I just can't believe how the end panned out. And I want to thank Roger for driving me clean. We had a heck of a battle there. And I want to especially thank Tom for being such a, I believe the word's a mentor to me all season long. He keeps me in tow. He keeps my temper under control, and that's sometimes hard to do. I get a little heated, kind of like a vicious Doberman. I just want to thank everybody out there for watching. I want to thank you and all your help. I can't think of the words, so I'm just kind of throwing something in there. I mean, I can't believe it. And remember when I was telling you about the Cinderella story? I just hope everybody don't start calling me Cinderella, but I prefer Cinderella over Princess. You know what I mean? It's just been, I didn't win. The last race I win, and with that, I become the overall champion. And somebody pinch me. I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't. I lost for words, and I'm sure the rest of it can say, no, that can't be Doug, lost for words. But, it was just great. I don't really have any sponsors, but I kind of like, I believe I got a thing on there for the missing in action. I believe that's on there. Being a United States Air Force veteran, I kind of always keep the past and the present into my heart. That means a lot to me.
Dog, at the beginning there, you answered my first question about the kind of the emotions. You're leading the race. You come down pit lane. Obviously, you clipped that orange box that got, I believe it got the 41. It got the 33. It got a couple guys tonight. But you stayed in it, and I think that's something. If folks are watching, maybe they're starting out their sim racing career, or if they're really deep into their sim racing career, I think the biggest takeaway they need to take from this win tonight, and correct me if I'm wrong, is just to kind of keep in it, persevere, go through, maybe you make a mistake, but don't let that kind of ruin your night, ruin your race, and kind of don't take yourself out of the race because you made a mistake. Would you agree with that?
I do, and I also overcame a 30-second penalty for unsafe entry.
Yep.
And I thought, well, just stick a dagger through me. I'm toast. And I also want to point out one of my fellow drivers. He's also a paraplegic. I'm a paraplegic. And we have these special steering wheels, which give us the opportunity to race with our ambulatory brothers, I will call them. And, and so it's such a great thing to be able to, I can't think of the word, join in. There's a word for it, participate. I'm so stoked I can't hardly think. Scramble brains right now. To participate in it. And if I may, I would like to give a shout out to the guy that makes my steering wheel. Is that doable? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Thompson Super Wheels. Yeah, he's out of Iowa. He's an elderly man, and he makes this stuff. And I would go to his website. If you're disabled out there, just because you're disabled out there don't mean you cannot participate in life. I've been doing this. I've been paralyzed for almost 45 years, and I never give up, Joe. I never give up. I'm 66 years old, and I'm having more fun in my elderly years than I have my whole life. So life is good. Just never give up. And God bless America, huh?
Dog, I think you summed it up. The emotions. Once again, buddy, congratulations on a great year. I never thought I'd see you at a loss for words. I think that's something everyone here could probably agree with. Congratulations on the championship. Soak this one in. I think you get until September to tell all these boys that you're the champion. You're always going to be the champion. And once again, congratulations on a great season and a great drive here tonight.
Thank you, Joe. And I wanted to thank Tom and Rich Finkel and Roger Nebelsick. I want to thank you all for that, for all they do. And thank you. I might already thank you once, but you know what I mean. But most of all, Joe, the last line is what? You know it. Give that dog a bone. Love you, Bristol, you hairy little critter, you.
He's going to get a couple extra ones tonight to help celebrate, dog. Once again, congratulations.
All right, I'm out of here. I'll be talking to midnight.
You go soak this championship in. Don't drink too much of that champagne now.
Oh, actually, I'm drinking Walmart water. So
there we go.
There's another plug. All right.
Dog, congratulations. Thanks for talking with us.
All right, goodbye.
And Weaver, you heard it there. Man, oh man, when you win these championships, they mean a lot, right? They mean so much more, I think. We alluded to that earlier on in the race that, yeah, you want to win the race, you want to take home the trophy for being the winner here tonight at Michigan, but if you can take home that championship trophy, that one's just a lot sweeter.
Absolutely, Joe. You've been working all season just for a shot at that championship trophy, and to be able to take it home, it just shows that all your work wasn't for nothing. You got that big trophy. Like he said, he's got bragging rights for the next year, and for time to come that he's won a championship. You can't take that away from John Dog Palmer. What a great guy to win a championship as well.
Folks, a great race here tonight. You had strategy calls, you had pit penalties, wrecks. I mean, they kind of jumbled the field. Not that we like wrecks, right? But you had them. They jumbled up the field. They changed the strategy around. You had all these inflection points in this race tonight. It was a fantastic one. It's one that you might even want to rewatch. But make sure, if you haven't already, you drop a like on this video. Before we go here, again, this is our season ender here for TMP and ASRA. Want to make sure we thank first Roger Nebelsick for being the first one to reach out to us here on JTN about almost 2 years ago now, 2 years in August, to go out and broadcast the first championship race back here at Michigan. You can go check that one out. You can see the progression of this league. It's on a great climb, folks. You hop on the bandwagon now before it gets way out there. To Tom Musa for all the time, all the work that he puts in to get this thing going. TeamSpeak, server, everything that he does. You heard him talk about setups and tracks, for all that he does for these guys and for us here on JTN too, with working with us, sending us points and taking all of our silly questions at the start before we start these broadcasts. You can't thank him enough. Richard Fenkel as well, for all the contributions. Again, paint schemes, working with tracks, setups, and all kind of the admin stuff with Rich there and Tom. And folks, cannot thank you enough for tuning in here, for your support of TMP and ASRA on JTN. It's been a fantastic ride. We can't wait to join this league again in the fall. Again, we'll have the Indiana 200 probably in November. A bunch of great races before then. Cup. Still working on the mods, but it's going to be a bunch of great races next year coming in the fall. So make sure if you like this racing, you're subscribed here, you check out TMP on the web, and you check out the ASRA. We have their links in their videos. Can't thank all these drivers enough for putting on some great races, for hosting us, for talking with us after these races, because that is a big deal. We try to make it feel like a big deal to talk with us here on JTN. We hope it comes across that way, and can't thank them enough for dealing with us when we might ask some of those silly questions. But with all that being said, folks, the next time we're live is going to be tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with the Maverick Cup Series. Tune in for what promises to be a hectic race in Phoenix. Don't miss that. And make sure, again, you hit the like button and you're subscribed, because you won't want to miss a second of the action, because the best is yet to come here on JTN. With all that being said, though, for Bristol, our producer, for Joseph Weaver, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for tuning in to JTN tonight, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks.
Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checker. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! What's Turn 4 into the trioval. Whitehill and through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the line and a wrecking behind him. The cars flying everywhere. The cars upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won a Daytona in a 3-car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Cinder and Bordeaux for
third. Contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy wins the Horizon 2